We're broadcasting tonight, as always, from the Dot Studio here on the grounds of Midtown Video in sunny Miami, Florida, home of the world champion Miami Heat. Without further ado, it is my greatest honor. We are honored to have in the studio tonight and pleasure to welcome for the first time to the Dot Studio Canon's National Executive Marketing Genius, Mr. Larry Thorpe. Appreciate you coming out here and sharing some time with us.
Oh, I love booster chairs.
This is scary.
Don't worry, nobody watches.
Except for the million users that you're going to hit.
Right, the millions and billions of internet viewers and the trillions and quadrillions of you who are watching on your iPhones and your iPads.
We were live streaming to 185,000 people.
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
That's almost $1 million billion.
There you go.
$292 million.
Good work, $1 billion.
Debbie, how many people do we have in the chat room right now? About 1 million billion. About 1 million billion, fantastic. All right, so this concludes the boring segment of our show. It's now time for the exciting segment.
Camera, and then you go and look at an EX1. It looks like an EX1 that swelled to like 4 times its size when it hit the water.
Right. But it's got the same proportions.
Yeah, it just makes your hands feel small if you're used to using an EX1.
Speak for yourself, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, excuse us. Let's go over to Debbie with a question coming in from the internet. Oh, I'm sorry. We've got a question coming in from the internet. Let's go to Debbie.
We've got a question coming in from the internet before we move on here. Let's go to Debbie.
Now is the moment we've all been waiting for. Let me ask you, how much content are you consuming on the internet these days?
Not an awful lot, other than
J-Town.
And so what is your favorite internet television channel?
There's only one, the Dot Video Show.
Thank you very much for your time, sir. What is your favorite online television show?
It's gotta be you.
Oh, Dot Video Show.
Fantastic.
With Jesse Miller.
So what would be your favorite internet television show?
Do I have to say the truth?
I don't have one.
Okay.
Well, I'm not even going to be able to air this now. You couldn't just say yes.
We're working really hard to change it, all right?
All right, it's now time for our favorite segment. So we don't really like to name drop on the Dot Video Show, but who are some of the A-list talent in this film? We don't like to drop names on the Dot Video Show, but who are some of the most famous people you've worked with?
Danny DeVito, Rosario Dawson,
Saudi Princes, and George W. Bush, and
Josh Hartnett, Zachary Quinto, Robert Forrester.
Right now we're doing Hard Knocks, shooting the campaign for HBO. We did Eastbound and Down. We do Grey's Anatomy, Desperate Housewives.
Interviewed Michael Jackson. I covered Kobe Bryant.
30 Rock for syndication.
I worked with Mitch Glazer. He wrote the TV series Magic City.
It's International Airport 24/7, which is going to premiere on the Travel Channel. It's an original series.
And I'm going to date myself since the TV series Miami Vice.
All right.
Which was in 1984.
That was Michael Bay's movie like 6 years ago, right?
No.
And that's a 2C Media property.
Yeah, we developed it, produced it, cut it, shoot it, edit it at what we call Midtown North because we pretty much all of our equipment has come from here.
Verge, can you play this audio clip for us? So anyway, BryonyRowling.com, funny story. She's actually the first cousin of J.K. Rowling. Oh, we're playing it?
You are watching jtown.tv. It's totally awesome.
All right.
And autofocus. It's actually got the same shot.
DSLR guys, we're talking to you. Autofocus. Tonight we get to answer the question that everyone has been asking. The new 4K camera coming out of our friends from Sony. Now, there are some rumors out there that Sony keeps pushing back the release date and that inventory is so tight they couldn't even spare a model for the Dot Video Show. Verge, put these rumors to rest. Let's see that camera. There it is. It's the NEX FS700 from Sony. Again, it looks a lot like the 100, but what do you see on the left there? HD SDI output, finally, something that I can lock onto.
I don't want to market at you, I just want to give you the facts.
You had me at beauty and charm.
Okay.
And there's my audience.
Bam! Now you can see them. Welcome to the show, audience. Sebastian An from South Korea. Walking the floor every now and then, due to my minor celebrity status, people will bump into me and say, hey, I recognize you from the internet. Really what we're all here for is to learn a little bit about successful television production. Actually, some of your Miami content got you in trouble. The U.S. Department of Justice shut down one of your productions. Why don't you tell me a little about that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say shut down. It's not like we were in the middle of production burning thousands of dollars a day.
Have described you as the inventor of high definition. So is that accurate?
No.
I usually come on top, yeah,
Do you?
for sure. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
give
Don't
me an
tell
idea.
Stuart though. Shh.
Don't worry, nobody watches the show. Tell me about it. We love model numbers.
All right, SCL Z18X140.
NEX FS700, VFC 7000, HPX 3100, 5 megabits per second and 24 megabits per second, 4 HD SDIs, 3 HDMIs, and a DVI input.
Canon Hollywood Professional Service and Technology Center.
That's the CPHWSD
Yeah,
for
and
my,
that's-
for my letter and number.
that's-
print.
At least they mean something.
Right.
That's always refreshing.
Cozy up close to your computer or your iPhone for this next segment. Crowd favorite Andy Shipside's giving this award to you, the customer. Thank you all for coming out. Pretty good. And of course, what you've all been waiting for.
We can take them out after classes and all that too.
Okay.
So it's a neat little setup.
First drinks are on Max. Thank you to our buddies over at Accord. Make sure to let Accord know if you're registering for their Final Cut Pro class that you heard about it on jtown.tv. Get yourself a jtown.tv crew t-shirt. Thank you to Max and Gustavo and and Chris and all of our buddies watching from all over the world on cameras. We're going to roll the credits. I don't have to announce who's doing it tonight. But we're joined by an excellent crew. And from all of your friends here at Midtown Video, the Dot Studio, the Dot Video Show, this has been your host, Jesse Miller, saying, totally awesome.
Jesse Miller, Midtown Video. Jesse Miller Show.